Hey guys, it's Jasper. As some of you might know, I'm a Project24 member, and Project24 is a course by Jim and Ricky from Income School. These guys, they have built a YouTube channel and they have built a very practical course that is aiming to replace your current income with your blogging income in 24 months, hence the name Project24. So I've been a member for a little over 2.5 years right now, and I thought it would be interesting to share my numbers and to see if I actually managed to replace my current income with full-time blogging income. So without further ado, let's just dive into the computer and let's look at the numbers and data and see if I actually made the full-time income in those 24 months. So as I've mentioned, I've been a member for a little over 2.5 years right now. I purchased this course on November 17th of 2018, so it's a little over 2.5 years ago. And it took me until December 7th of the same year to actually write my very first article for my current website. So this current website is in the beauty niche. I can't really explain much further what the topic is because I'm just not comfortable sharing my actual niche. I had to deal with copycats multiple times and it just really sucks. But the general broad niche is in the beauty niche. So in order to gauge the success of my website, we're going to look at a few metrics, and those are the number of articles I published, the number of page views I got, and how much money I made with that. So of course, month 1 I had 0 page views and 0 money coming in, but I did publish 9 articles. And these 9 articles were the very first few that I published, and to this day they are probably my worst yet. But at least I started, and after December, where I published 9 articles, I went into January. And in January I only published 2 articles, so it's a lot less. But in February something cool happened. The Project24 community and Income School, they host a sort of event or challenge called the Content Warrior Challenge. And this Content Warrior Challenge is basically a challenge with the goal of writing 60,000 words in a single month. So the very first one I participated in happened in February, and in February I published a total of 24 posts. So that's a lot more than I initially had on my website in 2 months. So I basically more than doubled my number of articles in just 1 month. So let's skip ahead to month number 6, and on the 6th month I had a total of 57 articles published. I still don't really have any money coming in or any page views. I believe I was still under 10,000 page views per month, and I only made around $5 per month with my site. In May I reached Pizza Day, and Pizza Day is a sort of badge you can earn that signifies that you made your first $5 online. Throughout the months I continued to publish more articles, and when we reached the 12-month mark or the 1-year mark, I had a total of 133 articles published on my website. And with those 133 articles I amassed a total of 355,000 page views. So that's a lot, right? 355,000 page views is pretty incredible, especially for a site that's only 1 year old. And those 355,000 page views, they made me a total of $7,000. Again, pretty insane for a website that's only 1 year old. Especially seeing that the timeline that Income School gives with their course, so they have a sort of timeline where you can see if you're on track or if you're falling behind. They estimate that you make around $700 in the very first year, so I 10x their estimations. So that's always great to see. I was very happy with that, but it's also easily explainable. So my niche within the beauty niche, it has a high season during November and December. And as any blogger might know, November and December already is a high season because it's Q4 and the holidays are there. So your RPMs will skyrocket, people will be purchasing more stuff online. And on top of that, it's also the high season in traffic for my niche. So these things all combined made for a serious impact on both page views and income. Of the $7,000, for example, more than half came from just November and December alone. Now, throughout the first year, I experienced a few hardships. I got hit by a core update in September, which set me back by about 30% in traffic. I didn't get accepted into some ad programs such as AdSense, which led to me not being able to put Ezoic ads on my website. But I kept on going and I kept on publishing. So after the very first years, things started to look up, because from here I just continued to keep on growing. But I was actually pulling in revenue that I could be able to live off of. Now, the very first months of 2020, I didn't make enough to live off of, but everything was around $2,000 or under. And when we hit May, from May and onwards, I only made $2,000 or more. So let's skip ahead to month number 18, and after 18 months I had a total of 247 articles published. In only 6 months I managed to publish almost as much as the very first year. And there's a very simple explanation for that again. So in March, there was another Content Warrior Challenge. And on top of that, in March of 2020, the pandemic hit. So everything was shut down and there really wasn't that much to do. So I managed to write 110,000 words in just a single month, which resulted in me publishing 35 articles in just 1 month of March. Alongside that, the following months, still everything was shut down, not much to do. So I just kept on writing. In April, I did have a sort of burnout because 35 articles in 1 month is just so much to do on your own. But in general, my publishing routine just doubled pretty much. And this held on all the way until month 24. So after 2 years, I had a total of 328 articles published, which is an insane amount. I definitely don't expect everyone to publish 300 plus articles in just 2 years. It's a lot and it takes a lot of work. I was fortunate enough to go at this full time pretty early on. I took a gap year from college just to go after this full time, and it worked out perfectly fine for me. But not everyone is in that situation, so maybe you can only write 150 articles in your first 2 years. But even 150 articles is still enough to put in pretty substantial revenue. So after 2 full years, Income School expects you to have made a total of around $43,000. So that's for the entirety of the 2 years, so the entirety of Project 24. As for me, I was a little bit above that. So I made a total of $47,000 in just 2 years, which is incredible, especially because I'm pretty young, I'm 21 years old, and making $47,000 in 2 years is just insane. Especially seeing that 40,000 of the 47,000 was in just the last year alone. Now all this money was amassed by my page views, and my total number of page views was just incredible. Total of 2 million. So 2 million page views in just 2 years. For my very first attempt at a website, I was ecstatic. This was just phenomenal. I could not believe I just amassed 2 million page views. That's so much. It's just incredible. So it just goes to show that pretty much everyone can do this. You really don't need anything special to do this. I have almost zero knowledge of anything technical or anything on how to make a site, right? I just know how to build content, and the guys over at Income School, they really helped me get to that point. And that's really what I like so much about Income School, because even for a beginner such as me, they make it possible to build a substantial income and basically a business just from scratch. So what Income School is basically known for is their 60-step to blogging course. And this 60-step course basically takes you through everything. So you start with picking a niche, then they go through buying a domain name, then they go through the correct WordPress settings, which can actually be pretty difficult to figure out on your own. From there they go into how to write content. They have a post recipe is what they call it, and it's basically a complete structure of how your post should be written in order to rank the best possible way. Along with that, they have an extensive search analysis course, and this is by far the most valuable piece of information they have put out there, because this search analysis course teaches you how to find topics to write about that have low competition. And even if there is competition, they teach you how to make a piece of content that will be better and will outrank the competition. So that's basically the blueprint to building a website, and it's just incredible how concise everything is and how well explained it all is. But if you want to take things a little bit further, they also have a course on how to hire writers, and they even provide you with a pre-made contract that you can send to your writers. And they even have a training video that you can send to your writers that basically explains the whole post recipe. Now lastly, they also have a course on revamping your old content. It's called the Battleship course, and the Battleship course comes with a Google Sheet that you can fill in. You have to fill in your page views, your rankings, etc., etc. And the sheet will spit out a certain thing for you to do. So either leave the content alone, either rewrite in place, redirect the content. It's just a very simple way to figure out what you should do to your old content. And when you're rewriting or revamping your old content, you're making sure that the article that was once #1 will actually stay there. Information changes over time, and updating your old content to be relevant again is an extremely important part of that. Now, aside from my main English beauty site, I also started 4 more websites. 2 of them are Dutch and 2 of them are English. Now, these are some younger sites, but I figured it would still be interesting to show the numbers. So let's start off with my English website in the consumptions niche. This is a website that has been around for 7 months right now, and it amassed a total of 800 page views. Now 800 page views really isn't that much, but that's all because of myself. I published a total of 34 articles on this website, and I haven't really done anything with it after that. So this website hasn't really been updated in around 4 months. No new content and only 34 articles. I didn't really expect that much more, to be honest. My plans for the website are to keep on growing it, of course, because I do still see the potential in it. Secondly, I also have another English website in the accessory niche. This one is only 2 months old, and there really is no movement whatsoever. No traffic, no income, nothing. There are already 37 posts on there, and I'm planning on building that out to 100 posts. And as far as my 2 Dutch websites go, I have 1 Dutch website in the boating niche. This is my oldest website from the 4, and this website is 13 months old. And in those 13 months, it had amassed a total of 42,000 page views. Now these 42,000 page views are responsible for a total income of $500, which is only $200 below the estimates. So Income School expects to see a total income of $700 after your first year of blogging. I had $500, but this is a Dutch website, and the Dutch audience is much smaller. And on top of that, the Dutch audience pays much less in terms of advertising. So with all these smaller numbers combined, I'm not too surprised to see this is lower. I'm actually kind of shocked at how high it is. Secondly, my other Dutch website is basically a Dutch version of my English website, my English beauty site. So this one has been around since June 2020, and it had gained a total of 11,000 page views. These 11,000 page views are responsible for $100 of income, which is again on the lower end, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's only around 8 months old, so it's not too impressive, but already $100. I'm pretty happy with that. So what Income School is doing is fantastic. They have a step-by-step program that teaches beginners and experts on how to make a profitable website. However, where Income School focuses on replacing your current income with blogging income, I wanted to take things a little further. I want to build a massive company out of these websites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale everything up. I'm going to take my current income and revenue, and I'm going to pour it back in the business. I'm going to hire writers. I'm going to have them write my articles for me. I'm going to write myself as well. And I'm going to outsource some of the search analysis process. This way I'm hoping to build an extra 4 websites in this year, and I'm hoping to scale that up even further in the coming years. So our Income School is an amazing start for beginners. I like to take the concept and 10x that and see where it will bring me. Overall though, I'm extremely happy I joined Income School. It has been my best purchase probably ever. It has 100x itself as of now. So I'm extremely happy I joined. There are amazing people in the community there. The guys that actually made the course are amazing as well. And I'm just extremely grateful to be a part of it. I do need to say though that this is of course dependent on your own hard work and skill. It's no guarantee if you're buying Income School, it's no guarantee that you're actually going to make a lot of money. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.